Mindanao Daily, Mindanao Daily, Mindanao Daily, Mindanao Daily, Mindanao Daily, Mindanao Daily.
Watch us anytime, anywhere. Pwede nimo makita sa digital o papel. Mga balita na masaligan para sa katawan, serbisyo publiko, aksyon, edukasyon sa tanan.
Sita na mo bay, diri sa may syudad. Makasin natin ang inamigong may paglugad. Laag divisoria, uban ng higala. Ay nakatingala, tsada ni diri.
Maayong buntag, Cagayan de Oro.
Good morning, Real Estate!
I'm your host, Alex Zeta.
And I am James Haliasgo. And welcome to the Homeshow Unlimited!
Have successfully demonstrated their ability to take massive market share by launching hyper-compelling consumer propositions while also operating at disruptively low unit costs, and thus generating outstanding returns on assets and equity. Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel, a channel about real estate, personal finance, and business. In one of my previous videos, I posted about the benefits of digital banking and the available digital banks that we can bank with, such as Como, Discartec, ING, and CIMB. In today's video, I will be talking about a new digital bank, the first neobank in the Philippines that offers up to 6% of interest, and that is Tonic Digital Bank. So today, I will be sharing with you what is Tonic, what is a neobank, what are the services that Tonic offers, and how to open an account with Tonic. So, what is Tonic? Tonic is the first neobank in Southeast Asia that was launched last January of 2020. It is led by founder and CEO Greg Krasnov, who had previously co-founded 4 fintech startups in Asia, as well as founded and successfully exited a significant consumer finance bank in emerging Europe. Their holding company is based in Singapore, but here in the Philippines, it operates under their subsidiary Tonic Digital Bank Incorporated. So its approval for a new banking license from the Central Bank of the Philippines was granted last January of 2020. So this will allow Tonic to provide retail banking services, including deposits, loans, savings accounts, payments, and cards. And all these can be done on a highly secure digital banking platform. So basically, Tonic is just like other banks. It provides similar products to traditional banks, except that they don't have any physical branch and everything is done online through their app. There are already digital banks in the Philippines and around Southeast Asia. CIMB is an actual bank with a digital platform. ING is affiliated with ING Bank. Como is affiliated with East West Bank. And Discartec is affiliated with RCBC. So the difference between Tonic and other existing banks is that Tonic is 100% digital. So they created Tonic because the company believes that the banking sector in the Philippines is ripe for a digital disruption and will follow the lead of other markets globally where digital-only or neobanks have rapidly captured millions of consumers and attracted over 5 billion of investor funding in the past 2 years. So again, Tonic operates in the Philippines on the basis of a full rural bank license issued by the Central Bank of the Philippines. And their deposits are insured by PDIC, and Tonic's unique cloud-based solution is powered by global financial technology leaders such as MasterCard, Finastra, and Amazon Web Services. So now let's go to neobanks. What is a neobank? Neobanks are financial technology firms that offer digital services and they don't have any physical branches. So it's basically another term for digital-only bank. So they appeal to tech-savvy consumers who don't mind doing most of their money management through a mobile app. By getting rid of physical branches and moving everything online, neobanks often save on the costs of banking, allowing them to cut fees, expand services to the underbanked, and give a higher interest rate, just like what Tonic is doing right now. How will neobanks disrupt the banking sector? Over 70% of the adult population in the Philippines don't have a bank account because of the high barrier to entry. You need 2 valid IDs, a TIN, and you also need to make time to go to the bank, wait for hours just to open a bank account. While, on the other hand, to open an account with Tonic, you just need 1 valid ID. Just download the app and register from there. So it's so easy and so convenient. Tonic is addressing the $140 billion retail deposit and $100 billion unsecured retail lending opportunity here in the Philippines. Digital banking has actually been around since the 1980s, but it only became popular in other countries in the 1990s with the advent of the internet. Here in the Philippines, we've been seeing a surge of digital banks, and this is just the beginning. The rise of digital banking will disrupt the banking industry and force traditional banks to adjust and adapt. Market research has indicated that over 50% of existing bank clients would be keen to switch their deposits to a pure play digital contender, and I am certainly one of these people. I find traditional banking to be such a long and tedious process, and it's now 2021 and banking should be as easy as using the other apps that we have on our phone. We should be able to do what we want with just a few clicks. Greg Krasnov, the founder and CEO of Tonic, said that digital-only banks globally have successfully demonstrated their ability to take massive market share by launching hyper-compelling consumer propositions while also operating at disruptively low unit costs, and thus generating outstanding returns on assets and equity. So he said that they are really honored to have been given the opportunity by the regulator in bringing these global best practices through a purely digital platform, the first in the Philippines and indeed in Southeast Asia. So what are the products of Tonic? So Tonic has a regular savings account with 1% interest. They have a time deposit account with 6% interest. Now this has a lock-in period of 6 months. There is no holding time, but if you pre-terminate, then you won't be able to get the 6% interest as it will revert back to 1%. You can also do fund transfer through GCash and BPI. They also have different stashes like a solo stash and group stash. So with group stash, it allows you to save with a group of other people, so you can create several stashes with your Tonic app, and I really love this feature because this is what I already do. But since with the traditional bank that I'm using, they don't have this feature, they don't have different stashes within your account, so I had to create several bank accounts with this particular bank so I could create different stashes. So I have a stash for investment, stock payment, personal fund, education, and business. With Tonic, you can create up to 5 different stashes, and you can also personalize the name of each stash. So you can put maybe a travel stash, business stash, house stash. You can even create group stashes, like I mentioned, which is basically a stash shared with several different people and then they can all contribute to the stash. So let me go to the Tonic website so I can show you what I'm talking about. So this is the Tonic website. And it says here that we can all fall in love with savings. So this is how they market. They have this youthful and chill vibe. They're all about starting your neobank romance. So this is what your Tonic account will look like once you're inside the app. So you can top up and then transfer. So what I did was that we transferred our funds from our main bank to the Tonic app. So it works like a purchase. So when you're purchasing something, you just go to your Tonic app and then you can debit the amount from your main bank. So they have time deposit product with as much as 6% interest. So that's really a high interest rate, especially with banks, because their usual interest rate for a regular savings account is only 0.25%. So it's really low, and especially now, dollar accounts no longer have any interest rate. So you're better off if you transfer your funds in your Tonic bank account and then time deposit that amount. Because aside from being PDIC insured, again, they give up to 6% interest and they have no minimum amount. You can invest, you can put in any amount that you would like, that you are comfortable with. So these are the available timelines that you can time deposit your amount with. So they have 6 months, that's 6%, 9 months at 4.5%, 12 months at 4.75%, 18 months at 5%, and 24 months at 5.25%. So a friend of mine asked me, why is there 6-month time deposit? Why does it give a higher interest rate compared to like the longer period? So I don't know why they've done this, but maybe it's because of the time span. So when you go to the app, you will actually know how much you can earn in terms of interest when you put in a specific amount. So let's say you invest 100,000 pesos with Tonic at 6 months, with their 6 months time deposit at 6% interest. So you will earn 3,008.22 before taxes. If it's at 9 months, you'll earn 3,390. At 12 months, you will earn 4,750. 18 months, 7,500, and at 24 months, 10,005. So the more you put in, the more you will be able to earn in terms of interest. So now let's go to their stashes. So you can create solo stashes. So currently, we have 2 stashes in our Tonic bank account. We have an emergency fund stash, and we also have a health fund / educational fund stash. Because usually our emergency fund and our health or educational fund is just stored in our regular savings accounts, and we all know that they have really low interest rates. So we were so excited when Tonic launched their app because they have such high interest rates. So we immediately transferred our funds into Tonic. Okay, so let's go with their stashes. So this is what it looks like. So you can even upload a photo to go with your stash. So when you create a stash, you will be able to enjoy an interest rate of 4%. But if you just store money in your Tonic account without transferring them into your stash, then the interest rate is 1%. So again, with the regular account with Tonic, interest rate is 1%. If you transfer it into a stash, the interest rate is 4%. And if you do time deposit for 6 months, then the interest rate will be 6%. So solo stashes are personal. You get to decide for which savings goals the stashes would be for. You can create up to 5 stashes within the Tonic app. So that's already combined, solo and group stash. Now with group stash, you can have slightly higher interest rate. So instead of 4%, you will get 4.5%. So if you have friends or family or maybe business partners that you need to have a joint account with, then you can just go with Tonic because they give as much as 4.5% for their group stash. So Tonic is also a very secure platform to store your money and to move your money around with. So they have 3D Secure from MasterCard Secure Code. So with this, you're able to prevent fraud when making online payments. You can also lock your card, block online transactions, and manage your card limits. So these are under your control. You can also have secure access to your Tonic account by using Face ID, Touch ID, or the regular password. So these are their global market leaders. So they're partnered with MasterCard, Dayon, Finastra, Viki, BPC, Credolab, Crif, and Nice Actimize. So you can open an account with Tonic in just 5 minutes. You just need 3 things: the Tonic app, 1 valid ID, and a selfie, and you're done. Once you've set up your account, you can then transfer funds via interbank transfer, debit card, or in cash through different retail agents. So once your account is opened, you will be issued a virtual master debit card that can be used at different e-merchants. They will also soon be issuing physical cards just like with Como, and will be expanding their products to include all digital consumer loan. So again, Tonic is offering high interest rates, very secure banking platform. So take advantage of the rates while you still can, because it functions just like traditional banks, except that everything can be done online. So I hope I was able to provide value with you today. Make sure to download the Tonic app and try it for yourself. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye.